back, fellow teachers. What is the thesis statement of the essay? Where is it found? The controlling idea or thesis statement is, 3 passions have governed my life: the longing for love, the search for knowledge, and pity for man's suffering. How do we make our students outline the remaining parts of the essay? Take a look at this. Roman number 1, longing for love. A brings ecstasy. B relieves loneliness. C gives a glimpse of heaven. Roman number 2, search for knowledge. A, to understand the hearts of men. B, to comprehend. C, to apprehend concepts or ideas. Roman number 3, show of pity for people's sufferings. A, to see realities in life. B, to offer sympathies to those in pain. C, to relieve the oppressed of their sufferings. You will notice that there are 3 main ideas in the outline. Where do they spring from? The main ideas grow out of the thesis statement that names the passions that govern the writer's life. What follows each of the main ideas? Supporting details come after each of the main ideas. They give reasons for pursuing the 3 passions. Did you notice how the thesis statement guides the development of the outline? The sequence of the 3 big ideas in the thesis statement determines the order by which they appear in the body of the outline, starting with love, then knowledge, and finally, pity. The thesis statement also limits the scope of the outline or composition. With what does the outline end? A closing statement on the writer's assessment of his life concludes the outline. Here's another way of showing how that same essay is organized. As you can see in the diagram, the thesis statement contains the controlling ideas. The controlling idea, A, serves as the main idea of the first body paragraph, followed by supporting sentences. Controlling idea B, on the other hand, becomes the main idea of the second body paragraph, which is elaborated by supporting sentences. Lastly, controlling idea C functions as the main idea of the last paragraph, which is similarly expanded by supporting details. The outline ends with the conclusion. What do you notice about the relationship of ideas in this diagram? Take note that the thesis statement that includes the controlling ideas is directly related to the main ideas in the body paragraphs. Then, each set of supporting sentences that follows a main idea relates directly to that main idea. What is achieved by this kind of relationship of ideas? It brings about unity, since the thesis statement is articulated or explained and illustrated to the last body paragraph. Can you now tell how all the elements of the outline stand in support of the thesis statement? What have we tried to do? Well, we have done outlining. What is an outline? What purposes does it serve? 2 things may remind you of what an outline is. An outline may be perceived as a skeleton, such as the human skeleton. The other is a building plan or a map. Why is an outline like a skeleton? Like the human skeleton that holds the body in place, an outline shapes the things that we want to write about. It helps us arrange the major and the minor points supporting the topic of the composition. An outline makes the ideas stand firm without falling apart. If the skeleton of a composition has a good shape, the final result should be well balanced. An outline is also like a building plan or a map. It's a plan that we follow when we write something. An outline tells us where to begin writing as well as where to end it. It shows what things to include in our writing and where to place them. Like following a building plan or a map, following an outline helps us know where to go when we write something, for us not to get lost. If an outline is such an important aid to writing, how does it look like and how do we make one? A good outline shows the relationship of ideas. It indicates what and where the big and small ideas are and how they relate to each other, as they support the main point or the thesis statement of a composition. In an outline, the main topics are written with Roman numerals, the major subtopics with capital letters, the minor subtopics with Arabic numbers. If your students need a more detailed outline, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 may be used. Let us examine the sample outline. How many main topics are there? Yes, there are 2 main topics. These are the ones written with Roman numerals. Which of these main topics is more expanded? How do you know? The second main topic is longer. It has 3 major subtopics under it, A, B, and C, while the first main topic has only 2, A and B. Let's focus on main topic 1. Do you notice that the only major subheading A has supports listed, number 1 and number 2, while major subtopic B does not have any? Also, of the 2 minor subtopics under A, only minor subtopic number 1 has 2 supports. They come in small letters, A and B. Let's now look at the main topic, Roman number 2. Which of its major subtopics is elaborated upon? Both minor subtopics B and C have supports, while A does not have any. Minor subtopic B has 2 supports written in Arabic numbers, whereas minor subtopic C has 3, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Neither of the minor subtopics has supports, though. How do we describe the numbering system of this outline? The system uses a combination of numbers and letters of the alphabet. It is called the alphanumeric system. Here's another way of numbering ideas in an outline. Find out how it differs from the first one. If we compare this outline with the first one, we can say that the number of ideas as well as the level of their relationship is actually the same. However, the way the ideas are numbered differs. What do you notice about the numbering system of this outline? The system uses Arabic numbers only. There are no Roman numerals nor letters of the alphabet. This way of numbering ideas in an outline is called the numeric system. Which system should students use? They can use any of them for as long as they are comfortable with it and they don't mix up the 2. They can use either the alphanumeric or the numeric system consistently, but not both in the same outline. Also, let your students take note that subheadings are necessary only when they have 2 or more under a heading. If they have an A but not a B, they don't need any subheading. Examine the example here. This segment of an outline shows that main topic Roman number 1 has 2 subheadings, A and B. In turn, 2 subheadings, number 1 and number 2, come under A, while A and B fall under number 1. Notice that there are no subheadings for B as well as number 2. There is no need to write any subheading if only one idea will be mentioned. We will discuss the kinds of outline when we return. Don't go away.